All right, you guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So this afternoon I've made a pot of chicken soup with ginger and mushrooms, celery, carrots, a couple red potatoes, and what else did I put in there? Chicken thighs, some really good organic chicken stock, and some thyme, a little bit of rosemary, but the key ingredient is the ginger. The ginger and chicken soup, it's been proven to fight a cold. It helps your immune system. So anyways, but I'm gonna make some homemade big, thick, heavy noodles, or some people would call these dumplings, to go in here, and they are gonna puff up a bit. I'm putting some baking powder in here. So I've got a teaspoon of baking powder, about 1.5 cups of flour. I don't really measure when I make stuff like this, so. And because I love parsley and I love the flavor, and this was fresh parsley that I dehydrated, I'm going to throw that into the dough also. Because who doesn't like flavored pasta of any kind? I've got a fresh egg here, and there we go. Put that down in there. So this is an egg pasta. And I need some cold water. So cold water, and you're just going to add that a little bit at a time, a couple tablespoons at a time. There's also a teaspoon of salt in there. I want to get the egg all incorporated in there, and ooh, I can't wait. This is going to be really good, and I'll be able to take this for my lunch this week. And there's nothing simpler than making your own pasta. It's really easy. You can make flavored pastas, you can make plain. It's just nice. So you're really just going to work this dough, keep adding the water until you've got a dough that you think you can roll out. And I think we're just about there. Yeah, I think so. And because the yolks on these eggs are so deep in color, it really makes for a pretty piece of pasta too. So I've got it just about right. I need to rinse my fingers here. Take my ring off because I don't want to get any dough on my ring. And I'm going to get my rolling pin. All right. I need to put a little bit of flour down on the surface here because this is where I'm working. And then you just kind of turn that dough right out onto your floured surface. And, you know, you could get all technical and want a little flour on my hand so it doesn't stick to me. And you just kind of want a nice soft dough. I don't want anything stiff, but something you can roll out. There we go. And sometimes you have to let this rest a little bit, just to let the dough come back to itself. And so I'm going to let this rest for just a few minutes because you can see it's like trying to shrink back. And I don't want that. I want to be able to roll it out. So I'm going to let it rest. Probably about 10 minutes should be good enough. And then we're going to cut it into some really nice, thick, chewy pasta for my soup. And I'm going to be deboning chicken here in a minute. So I'll bring you back when all that's taken place. Okay. All right, I'm back. And I'm getting ready to cook this pasta, and I got my chicken. That was 4 chicken thighs that I cooked down in that soup. So 4 chicken thighs, that's plenty of chicken for this pot of soup. I've got all this in my bean pot, and then these delicious noodles and or dumplings, however you want to judge them. I'm going to cut these, and I just use a pizza cutter. I don't want these thin and wimpy. I want these thick and delicious, but yet not quite like a fettuccine or something like that. So it is more like a dumpling. And then I'm just going to drop them in, let them go, and when it's all said and done, and I'm plating it up, I will bring you back and let you see the end result. Canner's coming up to speed, so it's going to get loud in here. All right, you guys, I'll be right back. YouTube time. All right, you guys, so here's the end of those yummy noodle slash dumplings. These are probably dumplings that are used more in the South, I think. I'm not sure, but ooh, that's hot. We're going to get something to lift that lid. And I'll get me a ladle over here. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if there's anything better than really hearty chicken soup on a cold, blustery day. I'm telling you, it looks amazing. I'm going to bring it in for a close-up, and then I'm going to taste it for you. Check that out. Look how big and puffy those dumplings slash noodles, pasta, whatever you want to call them. They are amazing. And that's because of the baking powder. If you didn't put the baking powder in there, they would not come out like that. So, I am going to dish them up. The mushrooms and delicious. I'm telling you, this is just a warm, I would say that this is probably one of my favorite meals. I crave chicken soup, so I'm going to move you on over. All right, so I've got my soup here, and delicious. Get me a big old piece. I want some chicken, a little bit of carrot, and one of the noodles. How's that look? That looks pretty good. Right there. I don't care who you are. Let's give that a taste, and I can smell the rosemary, but I can also smell the ginger in the background. Oh my gosh. That is outstanding. And that pasta is phenomenal. It's light and airy and melts in your mouth. You don't even know it's there. I've had some dumplings from some people that it's just a big glob of dough. I even had a can of soup from the store once because I was starving and somebody had it at work, and they were just big little chunks of dough. They didn't have any texture to them. They weren't amazing. They were not delicious, and so I was really disappointed. But I'm going to take one more bite, and then I'm going to let you go because I'm hungry. And I'm going to dish up. I'm going to get some bread going. We need some crusty bread as well. Absolutely wonderful. So, I hope this inspires you. Make your own pasta. Make your own dumplings. That took no time at all and was super, super easy. It made that pot of soup absolutely delicious. And this was on a budget. It took 4 chicken thighs. So at 99 cents a pound, it was probably $2 for those chicken thighs. And a couple carrots, some celery, mushrooms. I'm going to say another $1 for the vegetables. And spices, maybe 50 cents for spices. And chicken stock and pasta will add another $1. And there you go. You've got enough food here for 4 or 5, probably 6 people to have dinner. So we're going to have a salad and some bread with this, and we're going to call it good. So I hope it inspires you to step outside the box, make budget meals that are delicious, and save money. Going out to eat is really expensive. So I hope if you like what you see, you rate and subscribe to my videos. Excuse the noise in the background because I'm pressure canning. And I hope to see you next time. You guys, if you like this recipe, post it on Facebook. All right, you guys. God bless.